Activation confirmed. The terminal is completely sealed off.
We did it.
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
They're already on the move.
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh?
I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'm going to dismount.
Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
Pull it together. We don't need orders to kick some ass.
Chihiro-san.
Look at that sunset. Just like it was back then. It's beautiful. I'm guessing you were monitoring me with a drone?
I have one locked on to you, yes. Their target's changed. They're coming back this way. It's dangerous here. We need to get you to safety.
Aw, don't tell me you're worried about me. How about you mind your own business? You already know how I feel. This is what I wanted.
Still.
More importantly, can you really afford to waste your time here? Or have you already given up? The invasion is still in its preliminary phase.
I've got time. First, I need to get you somewhere safe.
There are no safe places left. At least, none left for us. We're not safe anywhere. But you know that well enough. You're just losing precious time. Go focus on the job you're supposed to be doing.
Understood. I'll go. You'll find it safer towards the river. If, hypothetically, you wanted to know.
Wait. As long as we're both here, there's something I want to clear up. So, tell me. You were in love with Miss Morimura, weren't you? You said she was mind-hacked. But it was more about you being jealous, wasn't it?
That's hardly...
This may be our last chance to talk. Answer me.
You are correct. Is that what you wanted to hear? That I was driven by some cheap, naive impulse? That I can't think about anything else?
And that's why you brought back my memory too, isn't it? You never cared how you managed to do it. You just wanted her back.
So much.
I'm glad. You really were a slave to your desires. That's the Renya Goto I remember. It means I don't have to like you after all. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to hear.
Professor,
You should go. After all, we still have our bet. Although it looks like I'm about to win it. Did you get separated from your mommy? Could you leave me alone? It's dangerous out here. Just come with me, okay? Will you just... What are you... Don't worry. If you can't find your mommy, I can help you look. We just have to run away right now, okay? Oh, there you are, Miwako. Asami-chan! I'm so glad you're okay. Jeez, you're so reckless. You shouldn't have come this way.
Kisaragi, that girl is...
I know already. I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe. Is someone else here? Of course not. Never mind. The evacuation route's that way. Can I bring her too? Hey! That's fine, just hurry up. I know this is my first time here, but this suddenly makes me feel so... nostalgic.
Sunsets will do that, I find, regardless of time period.
Yes, but... this must be... well, I suppose it must be one of those places. So? Where am I going?
I've rented an apartment under a false name.
Can't be any worse than our last accommodations. As long as it's not Rebel, I'll take it.
My apologies. If it's any comfort, I'm certain nobody will find you there. Not Shikishima, and certainly not Miss Morimura. I suppose we have Ida-san to thank for all this. The funds and paperwork he prepared were invaluable.
Tetsuya Ida. And he's still missing, is he?
Yes. Let's go. Chihiro-san.
You think I'm the professor?
That is what I said. You are Professor Chihiro Morimura, a major figure in Shikishima in the year 2188. Namely, the leader of its space initiative.
What are you even talking about?
Just some hypotheticals. A possible interpretation of the evidence I found.
Okay, say I am the professor. Remember, Miss Morimura is the one who created me. You think that was her plan? She wanted a host for the professor and not herself? How would that make sense?
Ever since the battle that ended... This refers... Miss Morimura ran an experiment to grant her clone compatibility. She believed that you were synchronized to her. She believed it was her own data she transmitted. But it was the other Chihiro Morimura in Sector 0. And of course, you entered the world as a newborn, incapable of verbal communication. So Miss Morimura never realized her mistake.
This is all speculation.
Certainly, yes. But if I'm right, and you are the professor, I imagine you were in quite a panic yourself. All things considered, it was a staggering deviation from the original plan.
What original plan?
Among the logs from 2188, one of Tetsuya Ida's noted that he'd found an anomaly. Chihiro Morimura was set to undergo a memory transplant in the final phase. And the final phase, well, that would be us.
I don't know where you think you're going with this.
A bit of patience, please. There's a little more context I need to provide. The log from the future I saw first. That would be the comms log I found with my own ID. The first log I checked held some surprises. The author seemed to be an elderly Renya Goto. And the date of recording appeared to be 2188. I assumed it was some future version of myself. One that had time traveled into the far future. But now, I don't think that's the case. I believe it's the other way around. In other words, I myself am a clone of him. Every individual I saw in that log footage, they all created clones of themselves.
Clones? Huh?
I did find a log that proves this point.
What did you see?
A comms log between you and Professor Takamiya. Her field is genetic engineering, I note.
Professor Takamiya, how are the projections on those self-replicating probes? The simulations look good. Especially the survey range. We never expected a rate of expansion that high. It was definitely the right call to prioritize its strength as a group over individual units. These probes are pretty much living machines now. They self-replicate using natural resources mined from asteroids in their routing. They'll just keep building up and breaking down. An infinite cycle of self-replication on its way to its target. There's basically zero chance of the tech failing midway through. They'll just keep on going. Probably long after humanity's gone. Glad I came to an expert then. All that's left is the refinement of the memory cube. The infrastructural storage cell, right? The cube's made up of 5 identical memory layers. In theory, it'll compare itself to nearby probes and use them as a template for repairs. And if it can't be repaired, well, fine. 1 probe down. We've got thousands more. And our passengers? I'll be loading them up with the DNA of all the survivors. I've already got samples and data from all 15. Now it's just down to launching them. These clones will go with all our hopes on their shoulders. By the way, what do we do about him? I mean, after that DNA test. We do nothing. He doesn't have to know. What could I even say to him? Not much, I guess.
There were 15 survivors of that colony, each with a clone established to be compatible. Though they grew up in different eras, different worlds. And you aimed to replace your clone's memories with your own. That was your real plan. Right now, I imagine your biggest question is precisely how much of that log I've seen. Am I close? You do have a genius mind, but also the form of a child. I imagine it's harder than usual to hide your agitation.
It's absolutely not... Now you're just trying to trick me?
I'd say, based on that log, Professors Takamiya and Morimura seem to know each other quite well. Maybe you know something about that.
Of course not.
Then perhaps instead, Tsukasa Okino? Being compatible, that makes one part of his identity clear. He's one of the 15 from the year 2188. So, any theories? Who was he in the year 2188? Care to guess?
Stop it.
No? Then allow me to clarify. That boy, Tsukasa Okino, is Professor Chihiro Morimura's son. But not her child by personal, conventional birth. The professor donated her egg cells as a young woman, in accordance with the policies on population control. No comment at this time? Their blood relation wasn't exactly obvious, until DNA testing on the clone revealed it. The professor was faced with the truth. He was her son, which naturally sparked an inconvenient surge of maternal instinct. However, Okino himself didn't think highly of the professor. He had his disagreements with the project staff, too. When it seemed like her end was near, the professor recorded him one final message. One last chance for him to know the truth.
Stop! You saw that? But how? You'd need a biometric ID match to access that log. So you should only have been able to access your own. My logs and Okino's should have been locked off.
Thank you, Professor Morimura. Indeed, the files I could access were somewhat limited. Mostly company logs. Meeting reports, call transcripts, bureaucratic chaff. Barely anything in the way of your personal records.
Then, how do you know what was in my logs?
It's simple, really. That should do it for preparations. Now, let's see if the biometric authentication works. Did it go through? Looks like that got me past the initial barrier, at least. Maybe if I check Miss Morimura's logs, I might find a clue why your biometric ID matches hers. It really is her ID.
Iori Fuyusaka?
Though unconscious, she proved very helpful. She is Chihiro Morimura, a compatible version. If you really are Miss Morimura, then you should already know who Iori Fuyusaka is. Because that would mean you hid her here in Sector 4. The plan was for the two newborns to grow up with their own separate lives. Ida-san's idea, presumably. Chihiro Morimura was planned to be placed in 2104, and Tetsuya Ida in 2024, yet neither could be found.
I knew Renya Goto of Shikishima pretty well. You and he are very different. Except that you both make my life a lot harder. So, suppose I am the professor. Then what?
I want to know the truth. I want to know the reasons behind all of this. But that seems unlikely. I imagine you're not inclined to tell me anything.
And why's that?
It'd be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts. Considering you're trying to eliminate us. From the very beginning, you never intended for this world to survive. Oh?
To do this. I'm gonna try something. Huh? Honestly. Goto-kun! I know you can see me! You've got a drone up, right? I need you here right now! Goto? You don't mean... Goto-kun! Renya Goto? Yup. So you know him too? There you are. Goto-senpai! Where did you come from?
Chihiro-san, why did you call for me?
My senior ID can get me access to the higher level commands. But I still need the biometric authentication to get it started. So I'll need your help. Though... it's not a favor for me. I'm the one who's going to be helping all of you, in the end. Don't move.
Are you trying to shift from here?
I need you to step away. We're inside the underground UFO. The Sector 4 mainframe.
What are you trying to achieve?
Maximum hypocrisy. Once I'm done here, your fight might get just a little easier. Get on the shifter already. Get on the shifter already. I've established a connection to the system. My senior credentials should take care of the rest. Thank you. I didn't think you'd come back for me. I'm shifting you back. Now, let's get started, shall we? All units fighting the kaiju. Can you hear me?
Who's that? How'd you get on this channel?
Huh? Wait, you're the Gloomy Wicca was helping.
Chihiro. Is that you, Chihiro?
I'm Chihiro Morimura.
What? That's our teacher's name.
I'm going to evacuate the populace all at once. Readouts say 1.2 million people in Sector 4. They'll all be force shifted to the year 2025. As in Sector 3.
To the year 2025? You're shifting over 1 million people?
So you don't have to worry about any civilian casualties. That's all.
Wait a minute, Chihiro!
Initializing shift. That should be everyone. Unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculous. Why am I doing this?
Oh, it went through.
What's the meaning of this? How did you gain access? Explain yourself.
I'm Takatoshi Hijiyama. I just have one favor to ask of you.
A favor?
Well, it's kind of complicated, but I'm actually asking on behalf of someone else. A young man by the name of Okino.
Tsukasa Okino?
Where do I begin? Well, I think I finally found what we needed. The answer to our problem.
What is it?
I'd prefer to handle the introductions first, but...
What can I do right now? I have to save everyone. That means I need to stay at Okino's side. So this...
Well, I guess we're a bit early. The command ship's still behind the horizon. That means still about half an hour until they're in comms range. Now it's a waiting game.
Go ahead and explain.
Guess I owe you that much. You remember our talk about the decode?
Something inside that inner velocitor? It's the thing calling the Deimos, right?
You got it. More specifically, the important part is its connections to 3 discrete points. One of those points is the command ship in orbit, which I'll show you here. From that ship, it extracts the data of the Deimos themselves. That data's used to manufacture them in the automated factories in Sector 1. Then the factory-fresh Deimos are deployed to attack Universal Control. And that's how the decode works.
So why do the attacks make people disappear?
I might actually have the answer to that one. But, well, it'd be better if you heard it from her, the command ship.
Hey, the stall is moving.
Stop!
It stopped. Is this stall some kind of enemy?
Must have come from above ground. I'm definitely triggering the voice recognition, but... looks like my operation authority has been revoked. My commands aren't enough to shut them down. They'll be back in action soon.
Hey, over here too!
Stop!
This doesn't look good.
You're telling me. We need to go. Something's off.
What's wrong?
That console. Looks like I can only use the controls from there. You stay here. I'll go set the timer.
Hey!
Stop!
Okino! Damn it! Why me? Why only me? I have to get back now, or Okino might not. Someone. Anyone. I need to find someone who knows how to time travel. I know what I saw. Just as I was shifting, I saw Okino. And the androids were after him. I need to get back and rescue him. Sekigahara would know. Keitaro's Sentinel could also travel in time. Wait, that nurse would know as well. Crawling to him for help leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but... desperate times call for desperate measures. If what Keitaro said is true, the Sentinel's capable of time travel. So if I can take it back from the government in Shikishima, maybe I can use it to save Okino. Okino was looking into that teacher. Maybe she knows something about time travel. This is hardly the time for a snack. I can't seem to find that teacher. Okino. What's wrong?
This is for you.
What's this?
I really like you.
What are you doing? Don't be crazy.
Gotcha. Deja vu, huh? isn't this where I confessed to Nenji Ogata too? That seemed like it really got to you. I thought you might be feeling left out, so...
You idiot! You thought it'd make me happy for a man to confess to me?
Guess not. Huh.
Nobody here.
Huh? You? Wait, maybe...
This was the correct area to search. It is him.
Wait, that's... You're the scout unit that was with Sekigahara. Why do you have this? Who are you?
Takatoshi-san. Let me take you. Let me take you to Okino's location. He has been wounded by androids. His condition is critical.
What? Who exactly are you? How do you know about Okino?
Television broadcasts and command ship transmissions. Miyuki Inaba used them to inform me. Okino, he will need it.
Oh, sure. Here.
What is this?
The phaser. You will need a weapon to neutralize the androids.
Some kind of future gun?
I extracted it from the Shikishima laboratory. It was designed based on data from the mainframe. Natsuno, please stay here.
What?
It will not be dangerous. Okino may not have much time.
Then let's move.
Okino! 3 active androids detected.
I'm on it.
Over here.
Is it over? Okino! Where are you hurt? Don't worry. I'll get you to a hospital.
Ichiyama-kun,
Don't talk. I'm here.
the letter. Read my letter.
No! Okino! No. Okino's... He's gone.
Universal Control has isolated him.
So they finally made it here. Okino. You don't have much of a knack for love letters.
The invasion force is approaching Sector 4. So I'd like to share the Sentinel with you. I hid it in the ocean in Sector 5. It's the one I piloted. Sentinel number 12. If anything happens to me, you'll need access to it. So I made one last adjustment to your body on my own. The Sentinel activation switch is on your left forearm.
That scout unit said you were isolated. If you really are alive, if you're out there somewhere, then you're going to need a home to return to. It'd be a shame if it was gone. So, I'll fight to my last breath to save it. That's all the reason I need. Now let's go! Sentinel number 12!
Finally. I was wondering when you'd show up.
What was that? I thought I heard Okino's voice.
You did. It's me.
Okino!
You can't see them, but I do still have legs. No ghosts here.
So the scout was right.
I'm still alive. Because we shared the Sentinel, you're the only one who I can communicate with.
What can I do? How do I save you?
I can't go back to that world anymore. I was cut off from it, to keep me alive. This was the answer, Hijiyama-kun. Remember what we talked about? The mystery process eating up 80% of the inner Lossiter's memory? Our hearing, vision, scent, touch, and taste. It was supplying sensory data, everything we ever perceived. It made everything in that world seem real. That was practically its highest priority function.
Seem real? You don't mean it was all fake? My home? The factory?
The 5 sectors are not reality. Besides the 15 of us, every human we've ever known, they were created by universal control. That world is a simulated space, a massive, perfect illusion for us.
None of it was real.
These cockpits we're in right now, that is reality. My designs for the Sentinels never had cockpits at all. What kind of suicidal moron would get in a 35-meter weaponized metal suit? A single punch's recoil impact would hit the pilot like a train crash. But then the finished Sentinels had ways to get inside. I wasn't too familiar with the systems we'd pulled from the mainframe data. I figured it was just a speck I hadn't noticed at the time. But it wasn't even a cockpit at all. They're growth pods, meant to keep our bodies healthy. We were born inside these pods. We have never known life outside of them.
If all that's true, how do we get out?
I don't know if we can get out. But at least one thing's clear. If the Deimos invasion destroys the world we knew, then we will all die inside these pods.
Fat chance of that. You're shameless, shrewd, and infuriating. People like you don't die so easily. No matter what else may change, my duty is the same. I live in service of my country. And the people I love.
Hijiyama-kun.
I will not let you die.
Hijiyama-kun. No matter how this ends, I will always be with you. Let's go.
This data is that you, Goto? It's been a while. The last time I saw you was 2 months before my death. Roughly a year ago, I think. Chairman Ogata? An AI construct based on Chairman Kengo Ogata. Why would this be in Morimura's file? I'm afraid that was originally my idea. The good Professor Morimura was only following my orders.
So all of this was by design? Your design? Leaking the prototype nanomachinery to the black market? The catastrophic consequences?
You're the one who exploited her. If you blame anyone, blame yourself. We were so close to losing Project Ark entirely. Now we must prioritize the project above all else. I'll finally have my second chance at life.
You were planning on downloading yourself into a clone.
A brave new Earth is waiting for me.
I won't let you do this.
What is Professor Morimura doing now?
She's dead.
By that hitman's hands, I presume. That's humanity. Self-destructive to the very end. Only a few survivors left now. I give them 3 days at most. My deepest condolences for your imminent death.
Shut up, Construct. Your project is over.
Unfortunately for you, the Ark is already set off.
It's still within comms range.
You don't have clearance.
I refuse to let an AI control the future of humanity. Not of the survivors, the ones who would have clearance.
So, suppose I am the professor. Then what?
I want to know the truth. I want to know the reasons behind all of this. But that seems unlikely. I imagine you're not inclined to tell me anything.
And why's that?
It'd be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts. Considering you're trying to eliminate us. From the very beginning, you never intended for this world to survive.
You think I'm trying to destroy the world?
I do.
So you think I'm enabling the kaiju now? Even though I've got more reason to hate them than any of you?
That is true, at least. You're clearly not on the kaiju's side. After all, they are a threat to your primary objective, which would be to carry out the plan you formed in 2188. However, that plan may now be untenable. The situation has deviated too drastically. If Operation Aegis succeeds, a world reset will no longer be possible. This operation goes against Professor Morimura's agenda. She will stop at nothing to prevent it. This refers 3 months. Recall when I brought you to the underground UFO? I believe you said something like, it was out of your hands.
This is the mainframe of the UFO?
Yes.
Honestly, Okino-kun, you can't take anything else in life seriously. So why do you put so much time into all this?
Okino.
Just talking to myself. More importantly, look at this mess. Something unpleasant must have happened here.
Most likely. A Shikishima android. Probably left here by Ida-san. They've all been shot. External damage suggests the weapon was a phaser. They're all out of commission. Too damaged to function.
I see. Let's get started then.
Is it really possible?
I have a fairly comprehensive grasp of this system. This abnormality all comes down to the decode, right? I should be able to get rid of it.
Why would Miss Morimura push for Operation Aegis if this was an option all along?
Well, you said it yourself. She's either being controlled by someone, or she could be trying to save herself.
That's not right. Hold on. That file system hadn't even been analyzed yet. How did you gain access?
I have a senior admin ID. Access privileges for the entire system.
You somehow got access to an account that high level?
Yes. I have my ways. This is no good. Sector 3's mainframe has been damaged in an attack. It's barely operational. I won't be able to process much here. Well, not much choice. I'll have to send direct instructions to the command ship.
Command ship?
The mothership in orbit. It can send commands directly to the UFO.
Is it an Ark? Some grand design from the people of the future?
Either that or a base of operations for an alien invasion. The comms channel to the command ship is cut off. Must be hiding somewhere beyond the horizon. Looks like about 35 minutes until the comms reconnect. But we don't have that long. Time to find another link.
Will this fix cut off the kaiju's attacks?
It should be able to solve the problem at its core. However, we can't stop any commands that were already processed. That's out of my hands.
Which means we'll still have to deal with the kaiju already generated. We don't know how many the factories have produced. If we could just verify their numbers. We're going to need the Sentinels after all.
That may be best. Operation Aegis is too much of a risk.
In other words, the decode's activation is a blow you cannot recover from. No matter how you try to fix it, your plan is irreversibly impacted. The most direct fix would be eliminating the decode. Then, you would just restart the loop anew. That would revert the situation back to the original plan. Which is, in essence, your goal.
You're overthinking this.
In order to trigger a loop, you need them to destroy all the sector's mainframes. And therein lies your goal. You want this world destroyed so the timeline can be reset. But you have one major obstacle, and that's Operation Aegis. Aegis isn't just an ordinary defense system. It causes a terminal to seal itself off in self-defense, preventing anyone from using it to control the world. Once all the terminals are sealed off, we'll be severed from the mainframe, effectively preventing any further loop or extinction. But if that happens, your plan is null and void. We'd be stuck in a loop where your goal was impossible.
Fine then. Let's say all your wild speculation is correct. What do you plan to do about it?
Let's backtrack a little bit. We discussed the suspect of Miss Morimura's murder, and you asked me who I think did it. If you actually are Professor Chihiro Morimura, then I believe you personally murdered Miss Morimura.
Did I now?
She was a staunch advocate of Operation Aegis. A thorn in your side, someone in the way of your reset.
An interesting theory, if also an incorrect one.
Believe me, I understand why you'd view me with hostility. Certainly Renya Goto was responsible for chasing you out of Newman, even if it was on Shikishima's behalf, a buyer simply eliminating liabilities. After that, you took the lead on Project Arc, under Kengo Ogata's oversight. Kengo Ogata, of course, being Nenji Ogata's father, and Shikishima's chairman, who recognized your talent. He passed away in 2187. His age caught up with him. But the other Kengo Ogata is perhaps more relevant. The one you created after his death using his memories. An AI construct. You were letting it control you.
I was just getting advice. Dug that out of a log, too?
Yes. Renya Goto found that AI. The log was recorded in the colony after your death. Once your clone reaches 18 years of age, you set it so that she'd download your memories. It's clear this project was not a selfish endeavor. I'm sure you felt a sense of duty to save humanity. But you were also trying to bring Kengo Ogata back to life. So Professor Morimura takes over Chihiro Morimura's clone. And presumably, Kengo Ogata would take over Nenji Ogata's clone. That's why you're so intent on sticking to the plan. Certainly, from your perspective, Miss Morimura was expendable. She had to die. Her very survival endangered your ultimate goal.
Well, that is a shame. This isn't ideal, but you know too much. Goodbye.
Oh?
Initiating metaskill analysis. This shouldn't take too long.
Whoa.
I'll send you the data once it's ready.
That would be great.
But I must say, this is a surprise. Okino-kun really managed to push this through? Integrating this half-coded thing into the control system?
Thank you. No, well, Okino wanted to tell you that. Thank you.
Okino-kun said that?
He said the analysis wasn't complete yet. So he appreciates your help with all this.
I see.
To look at you, anyone might think you are just a child. But you must be a truly exceptional individual. The message was Okino's, and I'd like you to know I'm grateful as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to the battle.
That boy. So he appreciates me, does he? Well, that is a shame. This isn't ideal, but you know too much. Goodbye.
You cannot shoot me with that gun. So anyone who knows the truth of Aegis is a liability to you. And liabilities must be dealt with. Does that sum it up? If operate... This 3 months... If you recall, I specifically acquired this gun for your purposes. You had concerns about self-defense.
I can guess what happens next. Now you're going to use it to shoot me.
Perhaps I wasn't clear. For safety reasons, neither one of us can be shot with this gun. I configured it very specifically. As I suspected, this gun records the time of its last discharge. And that time looks to be a near match for Miss Morimura's estimated time of death. Which suggests you used this gun to murder her. Now, on the day of the crime, you yourself were using the drone to keep tabs on Miss Morimura, weren't you? Based off of your expenses for that day, I presume you took a taxi to the crime scene.
How much do you have in that pocketbook? Were you just playing dumb this whole time? When did you realize? What gave away that I was the professor and not her?
There was a specific moment. It was back when Miura found you here. You described Miura as an excellent design engineer. But the Miura of 2188 was the design engineer, not him.
Did you dig that out of Renya Goto's log too?
No. That I learned through Miura, the AI of Sentinel number 17. He also told me about the existence of the logs.
So, what happens to me now? If you're not killing me, I assume you're at least locking me up?
Considering what you did to Miss Morimura, I'm admittedly conflicted. But giving into my emotional reaction wouldn't solve anything. Vengeance isn't going to bring her back. So, with that in mind, I would rather choose the path that gets me closer to the truth. That is what I want now. To see what lies at the end of all this. To see what she never could. You told an obvious lie. You made it clear Jiro Izumi was not your cup of tea. Yet you and Izumi shared an intimate relationship in the year 2188. That was clear enough from all the evidence I found. Even the placement seemed intentional. You and Izumi, together in Sector 1. You died before you could set up the memory transplant. At that point, I can only assume, Izumi sympathized with you and helped carry out your vision. I can certainly understand Kengo Ogata's motive. He just wants to live again. But you, why are you so intent on transplanting your memory?
Because there has to be a leader. Without someone to guide them, teams dissolve into fear, spite, resentment. It'd be the colony all over again.
I see. As I suspected. Your devotion to this goal is inspiring, in some ways. Are you a gambling woman? I'd like to propose a bet. We'll leave the terminals alone for you. We won't let Aegis seal everything off. Your loop would still be viable.
And in exchange?
As it currently stands, it'd be impossible to revert to your original plan without some compromise. But consider this. Even this final phase won't truly be the end. We'll have plenty of struggles beyond it. Plenty more pain ahead of us. If we can prove to you that we will overcome that, if we prove to you that we can face the unknown, then are we not worthy to take up your cause, inheriting your goal, and seeing it through?
make an interesting point.
We can solve this problem ourselves. So my proposal is this. Let us fight our war. No sabotage. If we fail, then I could hardly object to a reset anyway.
That's your bet? You don't stand a chance.
Well, I suppose we'll see about that. Aegis activated. Is anyone too compromised to keep fighting?
We've barely had a moment to breathe. The girls may be pushing their limits.
I'm still okay. I can keep fighting.
There are 3 terminals remaining. We can protect 2 of them with Aegis. But we're on our own with the last terminal.
How much longer do we need to hold out?
We need to re-establish a connection with Miyuki Inaba. That's still 10 hours off.
10 hours we don't have.
But her plan is our last hope. Then we fight to the last, until we have nothing left.
The kaiju are heading for the next terminal.
Brace yourself, Keitaro. We are soldiers, and this is the moment we trained for. Hours, days, it doesn't matter. We'll hold the line. Let's go.
Chihiro-san. You're listening, aren't you? If you're out there, please respond. Chihiro-san.
What is it now?
You know a way to link up with the command ship. One that doesn't rely on its position, don't you?
You're thinking of when I revised the decode.
Right now, we need that shortcut.
And this is where you reveal some new leverage over me. I can't wait to hear what log you found this time.
No. This time, I'm asking a favor.
You have to be joking. You do realize the position I'm already in?
I do. Even still, all I can do is beg. I just want us to have a chance.
This is the most idiotic... I lied to you, you know. Do you know which lie I'm talking about?
Not this time.
When I said I wasn't going to like you.
Oh.
You're an infuriating man, Renya Goto.
Chihiro-san.
Ready? Everyone, listen to me. We can communicate with the command ship out of range. I'm realigning the 3 surveillance satellites to their relay positions. We should be connected soon. However, the satellites have to move outside their preset tracks. You'll enter the gravity well and plummet to Earth. Your connection will only last until they hit the surface. You'll barely have any time to do this. Am I clear?
Thank you.
Honestly, humans can be so irrational. Though, I guess, I might be the most irrational one here. If you actually manage to pull this off, then I expect you all to take responsibility.
Chihiro.
Good luck, big brother. Almost connected. This is your only chance. Initiating communication.
that.
Okay. My turn.
Another high quad, and a new model at that.
If I could just hit it from a blind spot while it's charging its plasma cannon. I need to pilot perfectly to get in close, even if it means I might not come back. Don't talk like that, Megumi. This isn't like you. But I'm the one who got everyone into this mess.
I figured you were just some prissy little nerd whining about your problems. But you're a real badass. More than these guys, anyway. You're okay in my book. Come on, follow my lead.
Stick to the plan. Stay in formation.
What do I do?
Don't waste any
What's
chance.
optimal?
My turn now. Number 11, moving
can do
out.
this.
No room
Now,
for
you ought to be used to fights by now.
I've got to do this.
How's always?
What do I do?
What do I do?
Number 10, moving
How do
out.
I... Stay calm. Number 15,
Next
moving
move.
out.
Number 22,
Gotta keep my
advancing.
spirits up. Number 17.
No dice. They've got me trapped. Don't let up.
Now then.
No room for hesitation. Fall. Did that do it? Neutralized.
How do I... Please, help us. I'll just... Deploying decoys.
What's optimal?
What to do? Out with you! How's that? I did it!
Stay on guard.
No point overthinking.
Always think
Go
ahead.
ahead!
Well, here's the plan.
From above.
Don't let up. Don't waste any chances. Fall. That work?
What's optimal?
They're like any other punks. Here comes the pain! Yeah! There it goes! They're going for me.
Next move.
In enemy threat range.
How's this? Hit. How many down? What has the Sentinel?
From above.
Come on. Good. How many left?
I gotta keep it together.
In enemy threat range.
Go away! Get it! Yeah!
No point overthinking it. I'm right here.
Advancing.
Hold up! How's that?
My turn now. Limiters off. Here's the plan. No room for hesitation. Number 11, moving
What's
out.
the situation?
Stay on guard. How's the Sentinel? What do I do? No point overthinking it. Number 10, moving out. Think ahead.
Enemy front range.
I'll stop them. That easy.
Kaiju have
What do I
appeared.
do?
Heat signatures from above.
Come on! Got him! This could get ugly.
What to do? Deploying decoys.
They're after me. Leave it to Here comes the pain! Take it! There it goes! No room for hesitation. What's the plan? Number 11, moving out.
What to focus?
No room for hesitation. Fall. Did that do it? Next.
Gonna be okay. Definitely. Get it! Take that!
What's optimal? Now then. How's this? They're like, what do I do? Die already! Yeah! See ya!
I need to think. I can take them all. Got that. Yes. We can do this. Right? Yes! I did it?
They're going for me. How's the Sentinel? No room for hesitation. What's the plan? You're done. How was that? Here we go. They're like any other punks. Okay, what now? No point overthinking it. I'm right here. Get bent!
Gotta do something. Let's go, National. Hold up! How's that?
No room for hesitation. How's the Sentinel? No room for hesitation. Here goes. Did that do it? How many left?
What's the situation? I'll just... Number 14.
Here's the plan.
Beginning movement.
How's this? That easy? I'll try. Chew on this! Take it! You like that? Got a target on my
Take it
back
down
here!
quick.
Enemy threat range.
Got that one. See ya.
My turn now. Move! How was that? Target destroyed.
Termination of enemy signals confirmed. Aegis activated. Terminal closure complete. Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure. Ending technical analysis.
Everyone listen to me. We can communicate with the command ship out of range. I'm realigning the 3 surveillance satellites to their relay positions. We should be connected soon. However, the satellites have to move outside their preset tracks. They'll enter the gravity well and plummet to Earth. Your connection will only last until they hit the surface. You'll barely have any time to do this. Am I clear? If you actually manage to pull this off, then I expect you all to take responsibility.
Shihiro.
Good luck, big brother. Almost connected. This is your only chance. Initiating communication.
Got it.
I'll participate.
Let's roll. Understood.
Dymo signatures approaching.
see the top of it. It's gigantic. Guess this is another of their upgrades. Is it related to those four-legged ones? But it's massive.
300 meters in height. It's the largest Deimos we've seen.
We've gotten too strong. They're trying to restore the balance.
Juro's right. This is the system's countermeasure against you, to level the playing field.
Wasn't this system supposed to give us an advantage? It's set to a level that makes sure they can compete with us, at least.
It could go either way. What actually happens is all up to you.
Guess they're throwing all they can at us.
All we have to do is take them down, right? I'm on it.
Hijiyama-kun, just remember, the mission is to protect the terminal.
Leave it to me. What can I do?
Okay, let's do this.
Number 21, on
I
the
have
move.
to focus. Number 13, moving out.
We can do this. Right? Focus. Number 15, moving
What
out.
next? Let's see. Number 12, moving out.
This isn't so hard.
Take, pal.
Front range. I'll handle this. They felt this. We can do this. Right? Please, help us.
Still not used to this thing. No way through this.
Hope I can pull my weight. Shield them. I'll make it work. Here it comes! A fight! Humanity I gotta think. Back me up!
Warning. Deimos signatures approaching. Enemy in range.
Universal control processing is at 95%. It's almost there. Keep the giant Deimos in check and protect the terminal.
What next? I guess life comes at you fast. They're finished. Better put on a show for Yuki-chan. Man, we've got it rough. Number 20. Move it. Hope I can pull my weight, man. I can do this.
I've gotta do this. Please, help us. Let's turn this around.
Dipshit.
The practice round's over. Here it comes! A fight! Enemy down!
Confirmed termination of Apsos EX Deimos signature.
I have to focus. I'm here! Hope I can pull my weight. Front range. Hold still! Bullseye!
Lend us a hand. Score!
Okay.
Thanks.
Stay calm.
Mistake,
I can
pal.
do this, man. We've got it.
No fight I can't win.
Threat range.
Go through with me. Nice.
I guess life comes at you fast. How's that? Try again. Target like this. Yes!
Still not used to this thing. As long as I can keep this thing moving. Number 21
I'll make it
on the
work.
move.
You're just small fry. A fine head. Sentinels.
Let's get him. I can do this. Sentinel number
That do it?
Defensive mode active.
As long as I can keep this thing
gotta
moving.
do this.
Defensive mode active.
Here goes. It worked. Are we getting their numbers down?
I guess these guys don't like me.
I have to focus. Target
What
confirmed.
next?
Defensive mode active.
Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur. What
Thanks.
next? I deny you! Yes!
Hope I can pull my weight.
Shield them! Much obliged!
This isn't so hard. I can do this. So, what's my next move? Let's get him. They felt that. How was that?
Confirmed termination of Absos EX Dymo signature.
The practice round's over. Yes!
Are we winning?
Shield them! Much obliged!
Focus. How's that? I got him! Oh, come on!
Okay.
Fine hit!
What's the plan? No way through this.
Much obliged! I
Don't
guess these guys don't like me.
Enemy threat range.
Back me up!
We're safe zones here.
Stay calm. I can do this, man. We've got it
I
right.
can do this.
Defensive mode activate.
Let's get him! Let's do this! Was that okay? Got him!
Okay, let's do this. As long as I can keep this thing moving. Number 21 on
Stay
the
calm.
move.
I can do this.
Shield them! Much
Thanks.
obliged! I guess these
Still not
dudes
used
don't
to this
like
thing.
me.
What do I do?
Crisis mode active.
Here goes! Yes! How's that? I'm okay now. Yeah.
Can't mess this up. What can I do? What now? Gotta think. How's that? I did it! Are we winning? Shield them! Much obliged!
Going for me, huh?
Let's turn this around.
Enemy threat range.
I'll show you. Score! Did you see that? Focus. So much for that, kaiju. What do I do? Stay calm. Number 15. Moving
I'll
out.
make it work. Yes!
I gotta do this. Stay calm.
As long as I can keep this thing moving. Come on! That ought to do it.
Better put on a
dipshit.
show for you. Are we?
They're on me. I have just a machine.
Threat range.
I'm on it! Got it! Kaiju down!
Sitting ducks here.
This isn't so hard. Here goes. Was that okay? Got him.
The practice round's over. What next?
Sentinel number 12.
Yuki-chan!
Stop worrying about...
I guess these are...
No fight I can't win. As long as I can keep this thing moving. No way through this!
Much obliged!
Focus. Number 15.
What
Moving
can I
out.
do? I have to focus.
Number
I
13.
gotta do this.
Defensive mode active.
How do I... Oh, I can do this. Let's turn this around. So, what's my next move?
Man, we've got it rough.
Defensive mode active.
Shield them!
Thanks. That do it?
The practice round's over. They're finished! I need to get out. I guess these
Okay.
goons don't
What's
like
the
me.
plan? Still not used to this thing. No fight I can't win.
Better put on a show for you. Man, we've got it
Going
rough.
for me, huh?
One within enemy threat range.
Let's turn this around.
seizure.
Aegis will activate for this terminal soon. Just one left.
Inaba-san, what's happening? Is everything still running? The processing is complete. It looks like it worked. The mainframe is responding.
Really? You mean we actually won?
I'm sorry, but it's not over yet. I guess we did it.
Area secure. Heading to next terminal.
I got this. Let's go.
Not a problem.
I'll handle this.
Let's go. Is Jiro going too?
Moving out.
We're up against the wall here. Would really love a clue about what's gonna happen.
How much do you know about universal control?
Well, it manages the world, right? Keeps things running smooth, keeps us thinking we're from our own eras.
So, why would it let some crazy disaster like this go unchecked?
What? You're saying it's not working?
Universal control is still operating. If it wasn't, we wouldn't be getting headlines of this happening around the world.
So, the system doesn't think this is unusual? That's right. Because it's checking it against the decode inside you. It convinces the system that's a normal process. That's when the Deimos appear. Universal control has no idea it's under attack.
The mainframe gets taken over before it can even register anything. It forces a manual system reset.
If it was aware of any of this, it'd never let this situation even happen.
It still hasn't picked up on the problem? This whole giant robot apocalypse thing is kinda hard to miss.
The Aegis severs the link. It can't detect any of this.
Cutting off its connection to its nerves. Like a doctor's anesthetic before the knife.
It's numb to the intrusion. And that's why we have to wake it up and show it the threat. We have to make the system understand. This is not normal. It's a state of emergency. So how do we do that? I can broadcast the terminal link signal from the command ship I'm on. By routing the signal through here, I can reconnect the link severed by the Aegis. That should make Universal Control finally realize what's going on. So this was your big fallback plan? Yes. It's the only option we have left. And that'll fix all of this? We won't have to fight anymore? Not yet. You've still got 5 minutes and 44 seconds until the mainframe is ready. If the final terminal is taken over before then, when the world gets reset, you'll all vanish along with it. This is the moment of truth. The final battle. Please, protect us all.
We're sitting
No room for this one's optimal.
I won't back down. Number 19, commence
What's the
movement.
plan? Here's the plan.
Okay. What
now? Hope I can pull my weight. Shield them!
Thanks.
Go away!
Engaging.
Brace for combat. Hope I can pull my weight. Nailed that son.
They're going for me fast. No room for hesitation. Where are they?
Target confirmed. Take that! Enemy
Don't let up.
19 within
Stay on course.
Ought to be used to fights by now.
My turn now.
No point overthinking it.
I'm right here. Yeah! That all you got?
How's the Sentinel?
Fall.
Did that do it? Next, here's the plan. Locked on. Good. Signal offline. They're after me.
What's the plan?
My turn now. Don't waste any chances. Number 11, moving out. What's the plan? Fall. That work? Nothing special. Always think ahead. Too slow. That easy. Hit. That's my win. This place is no point overthinking it. I'm right here. Got him. You like this?
The last adjustments are going smoothly. Just hold out a little longer.
They've got their
Better
sights
put
on
on a
me.
show for you, John.
Shield them. Thanks. My turn now. Fall. How was that? I'll try. Class is in six. Yes, babe. That's it.
Still not used to this thing. Here you go. That do it?
Got a target on the kaiju.
In enemy threat range.
Locked on. Good. Either after me. Don't let him. Fall. That work? No, don't waste any chances.
Signatures from above.
Fall. Did that do it? How many left?
Are we winning?
Shield them. Thanks. They're going for me.
Keep this thing moving. How's that? Nice. How's that? You've been killing for me, huh?
Here's the plan. Too slow. That easy. Good. Not throwing away my shot. What's our plan? Number 9, thanks. No room for hesitation. How's the Sentinel? What do I do? I'm right here. Yeah! That's what you said. Where are they? What's our plan? I won't back down. Not throwing away my shot. Here we go. A hit! The Reds have got their sights on me.
Okay, let's do this. As long as I can keep this thing moving. No way through this.
Thanks. Now then. Here's the plan. Confirmed. Hit target destroyed. I'll be used to fights by now. I'm right here. Get bent! That's it!
Man, we've got it rough. Better put on a show.
won't back down.
Within enemy threat range.
Where are they? Enemy on the move. I won't back down. Enemy on the move. What's the plan?
Defensive mode active.
Fall. How was that? Neutral. They're going for me.
Probably get out.
Here's the plan.
Signatures from above.
Good timing. This place isn't safe.
Threat range.
Don't let up. How's the Sentinel? Okay. What now? I'm right here. Yeah! You like got a target on the back here?
I can do this. Shield them.
Thanks.
Okay, what's the plan? Still not used to the new
They've got
city
their sights on
here.
me.
Within enemy threat range.
Here's the plan. They're like any other punks.
Defensive mode active.
I'm right here. Got him. Sages could get up.
Let's do this, okay? What's the plan?
Try.
Defensive mode active.
I'm right here. Yeah! Got a target on the back here.
Are we winning? Man, we've got him.
Where are they?
Defensive mode activate.
Did I get it? Enemy divided. They're like any other punks. They ought to be used to fights by now. I'll try. Come on! Take it! That all you got? My turn now. Fall. Good. Target destroyed. They're like any other punks. I'm right here. Got him. How's the Sentinel? What's the plan? No room for hesitation. Stay on guard. Locked on. That easy. How many down? Got their sights on me.
Within enemy threat range.
That work? Nothing special. What now? They're going out.
Life support final processing at 75%.
We're in the final stretch. Please don't give up. Protect us.
Okay, let's do this.
Thank you. My turn now. How was that? Next, targeting this place.
Winning?
Threat range.
Shield them.
Thanks.
Incoming.
Here's the plan.
Threat range.
I'll stop them. Hit. This place isn't safe. No room for hesitation.
Threat range.
Don't waste any chances. No room for hesitation.
Miracle!
No need to worry. The
Still, please.
Natsuno-san. What do I do? I'll try. I'm right here. Yes, man. That's what you get. Enemy on the move. I won't back down. Not throwing away my shot. Enemy on the move. Here we go. A hit. Enemy, they've got their sight.
Stay calm. I can do this. Try this.
They're going to me. Shit. I'm right here. Got him. Stay always think ahead. How's this? That easy? Good. Signals are active.
Warning. Turn.
That ought to be used to fights by now. Shit. Take it. You like that?
This kind of damage wasn't in my projection.
Ready to give up then?
Apologies,
Yuki-chan!
Stop.
Stay calm. I can do this.
Next move. Good timing. That easy?
What are you doing?
Calm down.
You're the idiot. Just.
What's the plan? Fall. That work? The target like any other punks. Okay. What now?
Mirakun!
No need to worry.
Still, please.
Natsuno-san.
He's still not used to this thing.
Come on!
That do it? That
Warning. Sentinel. Now initiating.
My turn now. Fall. Did that do it? Target just going for me. Always think ahead. What's our plan? They don't stand a chance. Take that! Enemy down. Next move.
Emergency escape preparations complete. Universal control suspended. Interloster. Link disconnected.
What happened? I don't see anything. Where is everyone?
Right here.
I can't tell what's going on outside. How about you?
Same here. My Sentinel's not responding.
I can't even get out of mine. Still stuck in this damn cockpit.
Relax, everyone.
Tsukasa Okino? You're alive?
And not just me. Tamao-san's safe too, even if she's still out cold.
Tamao-san's all right? Really?
I know you've all been assuming these are the Sentinel cockpits, but they're not. They've always been something else entirely.
Then, where are we?
If my communications are reaching you, that means you're now outside Universal Control.
You're saying we're out of that virtual city space? Does that mean this is the real world?
Real world? What are you talking about?
The 5 sectors you know? They're artificial worlds. We've been living in a virtual reality.
That wasn't real.
We were born within the simulation. We spent our whole lives in a waking dream. And now, we're finally awake. We're back in reality.
Wait, Hiro-kun. Aren't we supposed to be on a different planet now? That was like the whole point of interstellar development, wasn't it?
Minami's right. This is a whole different planet. And I think we're in one of the 5 sectors.
Almost, Tamiguchi-kun. This isn't Earth. But I don't think it's a residential district at ground level. I think it's a pod facility, where we've all been sleeping.
So, does that mean everything up until now was just one big illusion?
Even if that's true, what we lived was real. What we felt was real. This was Fluffy's plan all along. Or, well, Jiro Izumi's plan. The one he brought from the ruined world. It was your only chance. No other escape plan had any possibility of survival. By reconnecting the terminal link, the mainframe detects abnormal conditions. It then initiates the emergency escape procedure. That's what he found out.
So that was 426's plan.
But there was one more issue that prevented escape. Namely, your bodies. You weren't ready to live outside of the pods.
What? Is that what this cockpit was for?
You couldn't survive outside that environment. Your bodies needed conditioning to sustain your lives unaided. It was a very long process. We had to give you all the preparation time you needed.
So, are we done cooking in here? Can we get out yet?
Yes. The growth process has finally come to an end. So what happens to everyone else back in the city? I knew you would ask me about that. It's part of why I didn't explain the details sooner, but they are not human. They only exist within the simulation. All 1.2 million people. Everyone who lived in those sectors. They were all AI. Created and managed by Universal Control. That's not going to be easy to accept. If it's any comfort to you, the professor saved all their data. They haven't been erased. They all still exist. Please, no more secrets. What was this whole interstellar development project for? Was all this stuff with the kaiju part of the plan? Testing us? Actually, it might have been because of the old me. The Ryoko Shinonome of 2188 tried to sabotage the plan. Maybe that's why the Daimos appeared.
She wanted to stop it.
She was sick of humanity. Sick of the despair.
I saw the logs from those who were there in the final days. And the end was truly horrific.
So what can we expect from this new planet? I think we're due some basic information if we're going to live here.
It is approximately 1,200 light years from Earth, in the direction of the Virgo constellation. The planet is RS-13 Alpha. It has 2 moons. The time elapsed since departing the solar system is...
Okay, that's good for now. Any more of this crap in my head's gonna explode.
If you say so. In any case, this will be your new Earth. The satellite's about to enter the atmosphere. In a couple moments, you'll lose your connection to the command ship. But before that, please allow me to offer a word of apology. I believed this plan would be impossible. After all, some of you had never even piloted a Sentinel before. I thought I would just throw everything into the plan. That way I could at least end this with no regrets. But, against all odds, you pulled it off. No matter how far technology may come, it's humanity who always seems to make miracles come true. You've done well, children of mankind. Once you're out of your pods, I can't talk to you anymore. But I'll always be watching over you from my place in the sky. Don't ever forget that.
If you're watching this footage, that means Project Ark was a success. You have left Earth behind. But you are now on a planet terraformed to be a second Earth. Probes were scattered into space in search of viable planets. I can't say how far your planet is from Earth, but even the closest candidate planet is 12 light years away. It may have been tens of thousands of years. No, it's likely an even more astronomical amount of time has passed. Unfortunately, by the time you watch this, humanity will have gone extinct. In the end, we couldn't save Earth from ruin. But you are our reincarnations, our successors. And you stand on an uncharted world full of new hope. Having reached 18 years of age, you'll now undergo a 2-year program of special training. This will give you some vital knowledge for daily life and future development. Once you're finished with that program, you can finally take your first steps into your new homeland. Hello, everyone. I am Tamao Kurabe. My specialty is AI, and that's what I'll be providing in this program. As I've been asked, I'll provide what explanation I can. We're transporting a massive cache of genetic information to the new world. There will be cloning and species restoration efforts for all kinds of flora and fauna, including humans. The 15 of you, however, will be direct descendants, generated from those who survived this ordeal. Together, you will rebuild the human race anew. However, while the flora and fauna can mostly be left to their own devices, we cannot say the same of you remaining humans. After all, what makes us human is the succession and evolution of our culture and knowledge. These you will inherit from us and cultivate. While you grow and gestate within your life pods, you will be dreaming and learning about life on Earth. Until at last, you reach 20 years of age. We may never know for sure if this will succeed, but if it does work, that would truly be a dream come true. If you are out there somewhere, if you can hear me, please, keep weaving the tapestry. Keep the history of humanity alive.
Those videos just now. So those were meant to play if everything went according to plan. I guess the idea was for us to step outside at 20 years old. It's so dark. The pod opened. Where is everyone?
Here. Stand up slowly. Your eyes will get used to the light outside in no time.
Yakushiji.
You're the last one awake, Jiro. Everyone's already outside. Come on. What's the matter? You look so surprised.
Just thinking. This must be the real you, Yakushiji.
Do I seem that different?
Now I can feel you next to me. I can feel your heart beating.
We can finally touch each other. With real hands. Real skin. So, it's all over. What do we do now?
Let's go join the others. This plan was meant to save the human race. We already know what we're going to do now. We're going to live.
Reboot complete. Universal Control appears to be operating normally.
Things seem fine here as well. The terminal connected without any issues.
Sector 4 has come back online.
I knew you could do it, Ida-kun. After all that, I'm glad I gave you full control.
Tommy, I have to know. I assumed you'd hate me after everything. That you'd think me a monster.
I was alone after I shifted to the command ship, but in my darkest hour. Do you know whose ID I relied on?
Shu Amiguchi's.
Because, no matter what form he takes, there's one man I've always counted on. It's you, Ida-kun. It's always been you. Don't you know that by now?
All I ever wanted was to be with you. If it's possible, I'd like to join you. Wherever you are.
You'd come here? That would be great. But maybe it should wait until after all the sectors are back.
Is that all? I'll have it done in a heartbeat. You doubt me?
No. No doubts at all, Ida-kun. The man I fell in love with can do anything. The command ship is about to cross the horizon. It'll be goodbye. At least for another 14 hours.
Yes. But until we're cut off, could I hear you sing again?
Okay. Look at that. Never thought I'd be back here. You really never cease to amaze me. So, how's life on the outside?
It's been 5 years since we exited the simulation. We now have 2 bases established above ground. Somehow, we've achieved some measure of stability.
The facilities are now operational. We're learning all kinds of new technologies.
Ryoko and I have a new project. We're looking into using the pods to recreate the people of this city.
We found research notes from Ryoko Shinonome, the genetic engineer. Now we know enough to manipulate genetic information. It's definitely possible. Don't you agree? Sounds familiar. From before the plan, right? I suppose she was working on something like that. So you want to use the pods to make AI into true humans? I don't know when we'll be ready. But even if it takes years, we want them to see the second Earth. We'd welcome them. Well then, sounds like you're doing just fine. I guess I won't need to step in and lead you after all. I've heard a lot about you, Professor. Could we ask you to review our research? Well, I suppose you did win the bet. Fine. I can manage a peer review.
Thank you, Professor Morimura.
Is he back here too?
Yes. Miura is also here.
Then I'm going to have to visit him. We're family, after all.
Please, wait. Allow us to accompany you. Let's go, Ryoko.
Yeah. I just saw Natsuno-chan, and she was a crying mess too. I'm just really glad to see you, Miwako. What do you mean? I really, really missed you. You're acting so strange, Asami-chan. Hey, Miwa-chan. Let's go out to eat. Any of your favorite places. Yeah, our treat. What? What's going on? Oh, Munji-kun.
Hey, Miwako. Long time no see. Whoa! Usami.
What?
This is how you used to look?
Why? Falling for me all over again?
Jeez, I forgot you used to be so... flat. Man, am I lucky you filled out.
You're such an ass. You know, I didn't forget you calling me Dogface. Screw you, Captain Pompadour. Anyhow, I'm not coming home tonight, so you better finish up and go. You're watching the kids. Kids? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's step over here, Miwa-chan. What was that about? Nothing, nothing. Usami-chan, come on. Sorry. Where did A go? You know, he's never been great with this stuff. Antisocial as always, huh? He said he was gonna hang back and monitor everyone's pods. Oh well. Are you two saying you both have boyfriends now? What? No, of course not. Don't worry about all that, okay? Today's just for us girls. What do you feel like eating?
Well, there you go. All's well that ends well.
I mean, duh, man. I was inside your nano machines. Of course I'd be here. That's how I came out of the pod with you, too.
We'd never have come so far without you, Izumi-san. After all you did to get the new facilities up and running.
Hey, come on, man. Remember, I'm Kyuta Shiba here.
Got it. Shiba-kun.
Man, look at this, Juro. Everything's back how it used to be.
Still, there are definitely gonna be some inconsistencies. We basically forced a reset to right before the disaster.
You worry too much, Juro. Inconsistencies aren't a big deal. Universal Control can handle that stuff.
I guess so.
My data's all in this place now anyway. So you're gonna be on your own from now on.
I know.
Oh yeah, almost forgot. The one I got today is gonna blow your mind. What do you say? Movie night?
Of course.
Churro.
Megami.
Wow. I guess I didn't realize how rugged you'd become in these last 5 years. You're so cute back here.
But you? You're as gorgeous as you always were.
Frickin' gross. Is that why you two came back here? To slobber all over each other? Barf. Cooing over each other like brain-dead lovebirds.
Izumi-san!
Ugh, this is so boring.
Please, do you really have to act like that now?
Fine. Guess I'm just a third wheel here anyway.
Shiba-kun, you should come over to our house later.
I'll have a feast ready.
You know I love that cat food.
You'd better show up tonight.
Oh, Kitaro. Hey, Nenji. I certainly remember that hairstyle. Best one there is. You waiting for Natsuno? Yes, we're supposed to meet up here. Yeah, I can see it. Gonna be wrapped around her little finger for life. Whoa!
Ogata! Been waiting for you.
Wajima.
Put him up, asshole. We're gonna settle this beef once and for all.
Wait a minute. Really? You've been waiting all this time? For me?
Yeah?
God damn it. This is the most beautiful shit I ever heard.
What the hell's your problem?
Wajima, dude. God, it's good to see you too, man.
I'm gonna punch your lights out!
Yeah, do it! Give me your best shot! Anything you want, man.
Hey, boss? I think he's crying. Ogata. You okay, man? You didn't eat something bad, did you?
Sorry to keep you, Keitaro-kun.
Natsuno-san.
I just had to stop by the lockers.
Your eyes are red. Were you crying?
Well, yeah, 'cause I finally got to see him again.
Hey.
He was restored? With everything he had before the erasure?
It's BJ, all right. And he's got all his data. The same data that we're still using today. He's always been saving us.
We've only been able to return here thanks to you. We owe you so much.
All of you are the incredible ones.
Mira, how would you like to enter my nanomachines and go to the outside world?
You'd take me?
Yeah, PJ. I've got room for you in my nanomachines too.
Maybe. Let me think about it.
Well, for now, should we get going?
So, where are you taking me today?
I'm taking you home. It's about time you met my parents. They've got to meet my future husband.
What? Right now?
Not-chan!
Yuki-chan, did you just get here?
Konatsu was so fussy today. Took forever to get into the pod.
'Cause Konatsu loves Mommy so much.
She looks just like you, you know? Spitting image of you when we were kids. When I look at her, sometimes I feel like she's as much your kid as mine.
Well, I don't know if I had any hand in it.
Anyway, I heard the news. Finally getting hitched, huh? Gotta say, Keitaro needs to unclench a little.
I'm just trying to take this seriously. This is a chance to take responsibility.
You definitely take it more seriously than somebody I know. Okay, so, when's the big day?
Well, for today, I'm just taking him to see my folks.
Wow, meeting the in-laws? Man, now that takes me back. I wonder how your mom's doing. Let's go see her.
What about Shukun?
What about that sleazebag?
Yuki! Here you are!
Amiguchi-kun.
Oh, come on. We came out all this way and you're still mad? Nothing even happened.
Did you seriously hit on Shinonome-san?
After all this shit about always being on the ladies' side, too.
No, it was just some leftover crap from Tetsuya Ida's memories.
I don't want to hear it. Konatsu's all I need.
Yeah, you're right. I've been a real idiot. Now I've got a wife and daughter I'd give anything to see happy. I'd never find anyone better than you anyway. Not in this time, or any other.
Look, you can't smooth talk me. You don't get off that easy.
You know, I've been wanting to show you my place here.
Well, too bad. I'm going to Nachan's place. Let's go.
Give me a call later. I'll come pick you up on the bike.
Go on, Yuki-chan. You should spend some time with him.
Fine. If you really think so, Nachan. I'll give him a call. Maybe.
This is it, Tamal-san. See? It's been 40 years, but it's still the place we know.
Yes. This certainly brings back memories.
Sector 5 is almost restored too. When it's ready, we should take Keitaro back on a visit home. Just the three of us.
It makes me think, if we really came this far in just 40 years, then we can rebuild our future out there too.
Hijiyama-kun! So this is why you left me behind? Sneaking off for a date? You must think you're a real playboy now.
Finally here, Okino? As usual, you're...
Oh my! How adorable! You're back in the Kiriko-chan dress.
What's the matter, Hijiyama-kun?
A dress isn't enough to get a rise out of me anymore. It's been 5 whole years, you know? I've come a long way.
You still don't get it? Come on, think about it. This is a virtual world. It's not just the clothes. I can be whatever I want here.
What? Wait, you don't mean...
Hey, check if you want.
What? You can't just tell me to...
What? Now, of all times, you lose that confidence?
You absolute cad! You know that's not the issue here. Ugh. What am I supposed to do?
My Takatoshi-san. You really do like Okino-kun, don't you?
I don't know about that.
Well, this is a Takatoshi-san I'm not used to. A bit more dramatic these days, isn't he? Who might this be?
2 Tamao-sans?
Yeah. This is number 18.
So, she's the Tamao-san from the loop before us.
Her mind is housed inside this android. It's not like she's a stranger, so I brought her back too.
Ah, how do you do? So you're the other me. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, anyhow, no point just standing around here. Let's go outside. You seriously brought her here? This gross, shady old shack? I knew you were a lost cause when it comes to dates, but this is just sad. Or were you gonna jump her?
You really are positively shameless, aren't you?
Ah, well, I suppose I'd better step in. Here, if you want to know where couples go, I'll show you around. Number 18, Tamao-san's all yours.
We'll be just fine.
Wait a minute, what's all this about couples?
Come on, let's go.
Why should I listen to you?
Stop being such a baby already.
I still don't quite understand. I don't know what it was like for all of you. Or maybe I just want to know what really came of all our efforts. Then let's talk. It'd be my pleasure to explain. It took an incredible amount of time, but what they achieved truly was a miracle.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What's up, Ms. Morimura?
So, what is this about? I hope you have an explanation, Juro.
It's about a promise. I told you I'd rescue you. You still remember?
Yes. I remember.
I know it took a while, but I was hoping we could have a fresh start.
A fresh start?
Yeah. Didn't we make another promise? We said once the dust finally cleared, we'd talk, right?
I remember that too.
There was one more thing. You probably don't remember this one, so I'll just say it again. I love you.
That I don't remember. But I remember being in love with you. I'd never forget that.